Today, it's been settled, but we'll handle it on Wednesday. All right?
All right, just want to let you know what's going on here. You're not missing.
Yes, sir.
If you go on to trial, you would have the right to cross-examine witnesses through your attorney. You'd have the right to compel or subpoena witnesses, come in and testify on your behalf. You'd have the right to testify on your own behalf, as well as the right not to testify. Had you chosen not to testify, I would have instructed the jury that they could not hold that against you or infer anything from that. But again, because you're entering a plea today, you're giving up or waiving those rights. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Also, had you gone to trial and had been convicted by a jury, you'd have the right to an appeal to a higher court. But again, because you're entering a plea today, you're giving up or waiving that right as well. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone promised you anything in exchange for your plea other than the plea bargain agreement?
No, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you in any way to enter into this plea agreement?
No, sir.
My court officer is handing you your plea petition. Did you go over that petition with your attorney, and do you believe you understand the contents of it?
Yes, sir.
Did you have any questions when you went over it?
No, sir.
If you had questions, would you have asked those questions?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for the court?
No, sir.
Is that your signature in the petition, and did you sign it freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Ms. Bell, you believe your client understands what he's doing here today? Is he doing so freely and voluntarily? And do you waive confrontation of the witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, gentlemen.
Your Honor, in case 2015 C-1517, State of Tennessee versus Jaboria McKenzie, the facts of this case in support of this disposition are that on June 22nd of 2013, the victim in this case went out with friends and eventually met Brandon Vandenberg at the Tin Roof, a local college hangout. The victim remembers being at the Tin Roof sometime after midnight and Mr. Vandenberg giving her a blue drink. She does not have any memory from that moment until almost 8 hours later, when she awoke the next morning alone, and what she later would learn was Brandon Vandenberg's dorm room in Gillette Hall on Vanderbilt University campus. In the early morning hours of that Sunday, June 23, 2013, Jaboria McKenzie was returning to his dorm at Gillette Hall with his roommate, Brandon Banks, and they saw Brandon Vandenberg outside that building. Mr. Vandenberg directed both of them to a black vehicle parked right at the entrance where the victim, a 21-year-old Vanderbilt college student, was lying unconscious in the front passenger seat of her vehicle. Corey Baby joined them while Vandenberg was asking both of them to help him get the victim inside, and ultimately, the group assisted Mr. Vandenberg in carrying the victim from her car to Mr. Vandenberg's dorm room. Surveillance video captured the severity of the victim's unconscious state as she was dropped on the floor and at times even drugged on the ground as the group carried her to Vandenberg's dorm room at 2:38 a.m. During the next 32 minutes, all four men took photos or videos of the victim as she was raped and sexually assaulted. Several of those images showed Jaboria McKenzie standing right next to his co-defendants as Corey Baby and Brandon Banks raped the victim. Jaboria McKenzie has previously testified to the details of each and every count of rape and sexual battery committed by Brandon Banks and Corey Baby, and I ask that his previous detailed testimony be incorporated by reference into the facts of his plea. While this case was in the initial stages of investigation, Mr. McKenzie retained counsel and requested to meet with the detectives in the district attorney's office to provide his statement about what occurred on June 23rd of 2013, and that was prior to the initiation of any criminal charges in this case. Mr. McKenzie continued to cooperate with the prosecution of his co-defendants, which included testifying in 4 separate jury trials. Based on all of these facts, the state recommends a previously announced disposition in this case. And, Your Honor, we would ask that the record reflect, and I expect that Ms. Bell will confirm, that no discussions regarding the disposition of Mr. McKenzie's charges occurred until after all of the trials of all 3 co-defendants were concluded.
All right.
Ms. Bell, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, very well. Thank you. You just heard the statement of facts as presented by the Assistant District Attorney General. Are those facts true?
Yes, sir.
What is your plea to facilitation of aggravated rape? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I find you guilty. I find there's a factual basis for the plea, and that the plea is freely and voluntarily given. In case 2015 C-1517, I sentence you to a term of 10 years as a standard range 1 offender. That sentence will be suspended. 10 years probation, lifetime sex offender registry, all the other matters as pointed out by the Assistant District Attorney Jones, that is, all the other conditions. The remaining counts of the indictment will be dismissed. And please comply. If you do not comply, then I can make you serve this time. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. We'll take about 5 minutes break.
All rise.